Okay, I'm live. Yes. We call it dusk. Sunset. And I'll wait a few minutes. I'm going to wait a few minutes to see who will join in. Meanwhile, you may notice I'm wearing a different pair of glasses. That is because my usual red glasses that people have called the Tim Burton glasses, the X-Men glasses, so on and so forth, have broken. So I'm stuck wearing these. But you know what? As ordinary as they look, they're probably better because they cover more of my face. Yeah. So we'll wait a few minutes to see who dropped by. I've had some requests to talk to put my 2 cents in over the YouTube phenomenon that is Janelle Eliana, this solo female van traveler with what appears to be a very bright white snake, a ball python. So this is the YouTuber who, after only 2 videos, exploded up to over 1 million subs. And many are scratching their heads. It flies in the face of what we're being taught on how to grow a channel, that's for sure. But we'll talk about that later. And what else? There are some who have there are a few that requested talking about the shootings over the weekend in the U.S. The one in El Paso, which I believe took place yesterday. And it appears to be an act done by white supremacists. And today, another one in Dayton, Ohio. And what I've been seeing a lot of on Twitter, I guess that's pissing me off, especially from the right, who mainly want to keep the lax gun control laws, in other words, almost none, who are blaming mental illness on this, blaming mental health. Even the Rewired Soul pulled a boogie 2988, if you will, and started saying, we need more funding for mental health. And yes, we all do, no matter where we live, Canada, the UK, or the United States. This is true, but I'm sick and tired of the mentally ill being demonized every time there is especially a mass shooting or an incident with such tragic ramifications such as this. The fact of the matter is, most of us who do suffer from mental health conditions are not violent. Jeez. But we're often the victims of violence ourselves. So, yeah, so it's demonizing us further. It's just like the Sandy Hook or what's his face? I can't remember his name. But the Sandy Hook shooter who apparently had Asperger's. And once again, remember there was this whole hullabaloo. What are we going to do with those on the autism spectrum? And once again, off the mark. To me, it is obvious, to this Canadian, it is obvious we need stronger gun control laws. Or the United States, you need stronger gun control laws. But have no fear, the conservative leader running to be our PM come this October, I think, is envious. He would like to allow things like AR-15s being traveled about in public. I should probably do a video about that, though, about how the mentally ill are being demonized or used as a convenient straw man by the right. Because in reality, those same right-wing people really don't give a rat's ass about the mentally ill. We're just a convenient straw man. Yeah. To suit their narrative. Go figure. But, yeah, go figure. But yeah, I think this topic deserves its own separate video, mentally ill and every time being blamed or being used as a straw man argument for every time there is a mass shooting. And it's got to stop, because if anything, this further perpetuates the stigma of mental health. It further locks in the taboos. It further continues stereotypes. And that is really not helpful. And even Neil deGrasse Tyson, that's his name, he was on the Twitter machine earlier today, trying to what looks to me, he didn't come right out and say it, but what looks to me like he was trying to rationalize, no, let's maintain the status quo, no further gun control. And he went off to list off a whole range of mortality statistics in a 48-hour time period in the U.S., which I thought was completely stupid. And I can elaborate on that if anybody wants me to. Just ask in the chat off to the side. And yeah, so that was pretty dumb. Now, Janelle Iliana, as I mentioned, solo van traveler with the pet white snake. I don't know, can reptiles be classified as albinos? Because this one would definitely pass. It's all white, bright white. I remember Donna over at Psych IRL had said that, no, the reason her channel blew up was because she was a teen. Some had said because van life is trending, particularly solo female travelers. But you know what? There are a lot of videos. While it's true that van living is a minimalist living and all that is trending, I don't think it's that, because there are plenty of videos of people living in vans and they don't balloon that much. Not at all. Yeah, she has some sex appeal. The two videos had sort of some sex appeal-ish thumbnails. And sex sells everything from cars to beer to hamburgers. But, Nicole, hello. Good evening. How are you? Good evening. Good to see you. So I think that pretty much, I think that pretty much throws that theory down. I personally think she was an industry transplant. Anyways, anybody who's here watching, put it in the chat what you think. If what blew up her channel after only 2 videos inside a month. Blew up to over 1 million subs. Anyways, it's not really the type of niche I talk about, but I could. I was thinking about resurrecting. It's a 3rd channel, a channel I started last year that was originally supposed to be about politics. It's still up. There's only 1 video and maybe 3 or 4 subs, but I neglected it. I tried. I thought I was going to do a video. I was going to have a channel talking about politics, but after the 1 video, I had decided that talking politics all the time, a channel dedicated to politics, was just not for me. Don't really want to blog about it anymore either. I thought, I was thinking maybe a podcast somewhere down the road. A podcast, although I need to be kind of equipped for that. And I'm not really equipped for that. I need a decent microphone. I can barely use the mic on this to record vids off my webcam here. But anyways, but I was thinking of using Cranky Gen Xer to kind of do an experiment with the YouTube algorithm a bit and see what happens. Might be the ideal channel to do so. So don't feel you must subscribe to that channel. There's only 1 video up, and I may put up a few videos on that channel, but mainly commentary, like some drama, but got to be careful because YouTube is cracking down on that. But yeah, the channel is Cranky Gen Xer. And I want to do an experiment, see how the algorithm reacts to certain videos that I may upload over there. A little more controversial stuff than what I would do around here, that's for sure. Sorry, kids, I don't smoke enough. Very old lungs. Oh. Anyways, yes. If there's anybody watching, check out Real Talk Recovery, Nicole's channel. It's a channel all about recovery from addiction. She talks about her stories. She holds the big book study from the 12-step fellowships. She talks about tips on how she stays sober, so it's really worth checking out. Nicole, if you're still here, yeah, great. It's a great channel. For those who missed it last Thursday, I talked, which was 2 days after my 20-year sobriety birthday. Might want to check out that video. I did a live talking about my own story about drug addiction. So go check it out on my channel if you want to check that out. Yeah, I'm hoping to get more in here so we can play bad poetry games. And yeah, so we can play more bad poetry games. Yay. And what else has been going on this week? What else has been going on this week in social media land? Oh, yeah. Nikocado Avocado played, it looks like he played the ultimate prank. Kind of fell flat, though. Does a video saying he bought himself a $1.7 million apartment in downtown Los Angeles. And then a couple of days later, turns out the damn place was an Airbnb. It was an Airbnb. Always pulling crap like this. And what else was happening in YouTube land? Anybody else? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Jaclyn Hill. Second video after her comeback. I mean, this is the woman, the cosmetics mogul. Well, not the mogul Jeffree Star is, but somewhat. No, not anymore. She's not a mogul anymore. I think her career is ruined. But this is the woman who is shipping off and selling lipsticks that had more fur on them than the Rewired Soul's beard. And anyway, she had uploaded a video a couple of days ago proving how this woman is A, part of the 1%, and B, how really out of touch this woman is. It was called Giving Yourself a Glam Makeover or something like that. Makeover on a makeup job on a budget. I don't know. I don't do makeup. But it was so out of touch. Carrie over at Nosy Housebrow did a great job breaking down the costs and the numbers of all the projects, of all the products Miss Jaclyn was using. Yeah, it was all about the products that Miss Jaclyn was using. And it came out to a cool $240 in all. That's out of touch because your average person like yours truly cannot afford that. And not on products like that. And of course, she was pushing her Morphe brand all the time. Oh dear, there's nobody left in the chat. Oh God, do I wait a few minutes? Do I kill the chat? Anyways, any other videos to come up down the pipe? We'll see. I was thinking about doing one about how dating sites are very bad for our mental health. I think that's an important topic. All they do is really wreck our self-esteem. I think it might be something short and sweet, like 5 reasons why dating sites are bad for our mental health. You know? Okay. I don't know. Do I do like Chosen One and just leave the camera running and see who shows up and I do my very own Truman show? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Well, it's official. Hangouts on Air, the broadcasting, Hangouts on Air, and it works with YouTube to do the live streams, is now defunct. But there is an option to do it from your camera, and I don't feel like putting a bunch of encoding software to do fancy stuff. I'm not that tech savvy. So, but Hangouts, it looks like it's being phased out after all sometime. I think by the time this fall rolls around. Hey, Ray, great to see you. Great to see you. So I think Hangouts is being phased out by this fall completely. It's still around, I think, if you still want to chat with your friends, but it's no longer available to use with YouTube. If you're doing a collab or if you're doing a live, it's no longer available for YouTube. How you doing, Rafe? So, so that's going on. What else? Oh yeah, I've been having a run of bad luck with my cell phones. Wondering if I should just switch out of Android completely and move to iPhone. About how am I doing? I guess I'm okay. Like I said, I'm finding it really difficult lately. I don't know if any of you have difficulties sometimes. Oh, you go. That's good, Grace. Sometimes, you have difficulty focusing or finding motivation to do something, even if it is a hobby you like or that you're passionate about. So, yeah, I'm finding it difficult to find motivation in much these days. It's kind of hard to do a live when there's nobody watching. I'll wait another 15 minutes and then I'll kill the stream. In 15 minutes if nobody else shows up. And I'll take it down. Like, I won't leave it up. So see what happens. Let's see. The Truman Show continues. There's not much else happening out in social media land except for out of touch cosmetics people. Channels that blow up. YouTube channels that blow up. And tragedy that continues to happen just south of the border from us. And about to maybe relaunch Cranky Gen Xer. I don't feel the need to blog about politics anymore. I don't feel that motivation. I'm not at that place. Plus, there's other expense with that as well. Now it's 8:22 now. I'll wait till 8:35. If nobody else shows, I will kill the stream and I will erase it. Because I kind of use these live streams to interact with all of you, to chat with all of you. And I usually use the specific topics, to go in depth on in uploads. Reef, you're here. You're still here. Great. You're still here. I'm all tongue-tied today. I am all tongue-tied. Cat got my keyboard. But yeah, sometimes maybe I should come to these live streams better prepared with topics. I don't know. I like doing them every Thursday and Sunday nights, though. I find them therapeutic in some ways. It's pretty much the best interaction and best lively discussions I have. Yes. I don't know. Maybe the weather's too nice out tonight. I want to take this opportunity also to thank my new subscribers. So I got some new subscribers in the last few days. I want to take the time to thank them for joining us here on this journey. Your hands are gimp today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Oh dear. Yeah, I do. Well, you can enjoy the sound of my voice. You don't have to type anything, but I appreciate you being here. I'm so sorry to hear about your hands, though. I imagine. Chronic illness is a terrible thing. It is a terrible thing. Another thing that can be taboo in many circles. Oh, another thing. I've been continuing my social experiments and my surveys and stuff. See, Facebook now has a sort of a singles group from Montreal and surrounding area singles group. So I joined it, although I have no hope of meeting anybody on that. I mean, this is Montreal, where you have to be under 30 and weigh about under 92 pounds, soaking wet, to actually matter as a person. But I thought I'd check it out anyway. And somebody asked the question, what is your biggest accomplishment? Now, most of them answered a good answer, saying, well, my kids are my greatest accomplishment. Okay, perfect. You have families. That's great. But then others were saying, oh, like going skydiving or traveling the world or completing some race in some extreme sport. And I wrote my 20 years of sobriety. That's what I wrote, in my 20 years of sobriety. That's what I did. And surviving much trauma in my life and getting through with chronic illnesses. Those are my major accomplishments. And Rafe, I'm sure you can relate to that, given your situation as well. I'm sure you can relate to exactly what I'm saying. And I kind of shocked the heebie-jeebies out of these Facebook Montreal singles. They were kind of like, oh, is that all? Yeah, sorry, I didn't jump out of a 9th floor building to please you. Sorry, I didn't lose 100 pounds. And sorry, I did not find any means of plastic surgery to elongate my forehead. Sorry, kids. Anyways, it's kind of odd, and it proves it's a sad state of affairs these days, how shallow and vapid society has really become. And it's all, and they all say they have these activities like skydiving, world traveling. They work out at a gym 6 hours, 6 days a week, and twice on Sundays. It's like, hey, where do you find the time to work? Where do you find the time to have a relationship? It's really, really weird. No, really, it's a whole other level of fucked up, really. And most, so I'll probably be leaving that group if I don't get kicked out by the admins. Because the admins are kind of getting frustrated with my, the admins are kind of getting frustrated. Excuse me. Yeah, they're getting kind of frustrated with my, with my real world responses. My real world responses. There was another one who was starting to set up group activities in the singles group. It's like, I don't do well in groups. And why would I go to a group event? And anyway, she was like, this is like somewhere clear across town. It's a brunch clear across town at one of those chain restaurants. And I mentioned the 3 reasons why I can't do Sunday brunch. Number 1. Okay, with my condition, with the FTD, and lately in the mornings, it's been rough for me. I can't do 2 hours of public transit. Okay, especially not in the morning, and especially not on a hot summer day. I can't do 2 hours of public transit. That's number one on the hit list. Number two reason why this restaurant you're suggesting, she's suggesting, had no vegan options. What am I supposed to eat over there? And number three, as I mentioned, my condition, that doesn't allow for me to, it really does not allow for me to, yeah, exactly. All right. Exactly. I mean, I'll tell you what I do miss is Sunday dinners, family Sunday dinners. My grandmother used to host them, She used to host my grandma's Sunday family dinners, and I miss that. Oh, I miss that. Um, you would watch her and my father argue politics and social events and current events of the day over a roast chicken and butter tarts. Yeah. But, I think back then watching them fight was stressful because they always did. But looking back at it now, it was really almost amusing. It's almost funny, almost choreographed even. It was kind of like some really strange comic routine, strange comedy routine, right? So yeah, I kind of miss it, I kind of miss Sunday family dinners. I never had any kids, so I'm not expecting grandkids. And I'm not really close with my family, and they don't live around here anyway. My mother and my brother, that's all I pretty much have as family, and I'm not really close with either one of them these days. And it's not really by my choosing. But anyways. But yeah, that's one thing I really, really miss. And what else is there? I'm even trying to think about how to resurrect SGFC Kitchen Mishaps, my food channel. Trying to find a way to resurrect it. And I've been especially lacking motivation where it comes to that channel. It's like I've lost my inspiration for it. Really lost my inspiration for it. And I don't really feel like doing product reviews either. Like I was doing product reviews, restaurant reviews, but I don't feel like doing either of those because that would require me to step out and go to a restaurant. And I don't feel like eating out that much lately either. It's expensive. I have other financial priorities. And running a food channel is expensive, a lot of overhead. I'm not monetized here or there. So I got to do the best I can. You don't do family dinners, Rafe? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear. I don't do them either. No, Sunday's just an ordinary day around here. Just an ordinary day around here. But what else? No TV shows to review because I don't watch TV. Hey, Rafe, do you have a question for me, or is there something you would like me to talk about? I can chat about pretty much any subject on the fly. Oh, you sleep. Yeah, I have trouble with that. I have chronic insomnia. And nowadays I refuse to be medicated for that. Especially, now that I'm retired, it's like, okay, my sleep patterns, I don't sleep. That's okay. I fall asleep and take a nap. That's fine too. I don't really keep a schedule. You should review TV shows. Why not? Yeah. Why not? I just don't happen to own a TV, and it's not really a financial priority around here, It's really not a financial priority. And, but why not? Do it for yourself, yeah. Do it for yourself. What else? I haven't tuned into any decent podcasts lately. Podcasts were my thing once upon a time. As a former DJ. And I miss DJing. I'll be honest. I really and truly. Oh, you're camera shy. Yeah, so am I. I know it's hard to tell doing 2 lives a week, and that's partly why I do 2 lives a week and try to upload once a week. Although the uploads I plan to put up are going to be more voiceover videos. Because I had one that did very well, the other one that not so much, but in terms of views. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. What else? So yeah, so I will be experimenting with Cranky Gen Xer, that old neglected channel. Like I said, I'll experiment with the YouTube algorithm with that one. I'm still trying to get the meet the threshold to be monetized over here, so gotta kind of watch myself. Yeah. Any cringy videos anybody's been watching? Although Negative Reactions does that quite well, so maybe I shouldn't cover that. Let's see what's happening. Oh, what's happening out in Sun? Gosh, even Twitter is more active right now. Yeah, Twitter is more active right now. Yay. Huh. You've been watching horror TV series? Okay, I didn't know there was any. Do you know how long it's been since I owned a TV? It's not that I'm completely out of touch. I get my news content online. I do have a Netflix subscription. So it's not like I'm completely out of touch. I'm always on social media. I don't need a TV. Horror TV series. I've never heard of any. You could review those. If you're camera shy, you know what you can do. You could try a voiceover video, just put a do a voiceover, record your audio, and you put your voice on the timeline, and then you slap some images above. Screen TV series and slasher. Oh, I've never heard of those. No, I've never ever heard of those. Wow. No, I've never heard of those. Wow. Surprised Heart's Love isn't here tonight. Oh, she mentioned she was going to a birthday party this afternoon. Oh, I hope she stops by because she usually, yeah. Both are very good. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Not that I have access to them here. Already there's enough. There's a lot of movies I want to see, but they're not on Netflix. I know someone tried to put Cody on my computer, but it just didn't quite work out. It was not the person's fault who installed the Cody on the computer. It was just the application itself that wasn't working properly. It wasn't his fault. Yeah. I'll take your word that they're both very good. Someone else tried to get me into science fiction. And I've read a few sci-fi novels. I do know what Star Trek is. Never could get into sci-fi, though. Never could really get into sci-fi. Oh, no. And the other thing I don't like is that kind of precludes me from hurrying out to buy a TV. I've noticed it's the whole thing, and then you got to subscribe to a cable package, which, is a lot of money I don't really have. And for what? You can get over 100, 200 channels, and I might watch maybe only 5. 2 on a regular basis, maybe, meaning once every other day. So it's really not even the classic TV channels, it's always a loop of the same darn shows and the same darn episodes. It's just not worth it to me. It's really, really not worth it to me. So it's not worth it to me. But I'll take your word for it. God, where is everybody tonight? Wraith, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping me company. Yeah, but where is everybody tonight? Ooh. They're both on Netflix, but you don't know if they're on Canadian Netflix because it is a Netflix original. I'll check that out. I can always check that out. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering, where is everybody this fine evening? It's because I didn't advertise it on Instagram. But since my phone doesn't work, my cell phone doesn't work, and I cannot post on Netflix with my computer, I couldn't post the stream to my Instagram. So I have a feeling most who do come here come from Instagram. On my Thursday and Sunday night live streams, they come from Instagram, and I can't post on Instagram because my cell phone don't work. I got to go to the provider tomorrow. Got to go to Fido tomorrow. Probably will have to get yet another new phone. I've been having an awful lot of bad luck. I've had Androids ever since the smartphone came. Well, I had a BlackBerry at one point. Slasher is intense. Fair warning. Thanks for letting me know. Duly noted. That's good to know. Oh, what else? And let's see. What's happening on Twitter right now? Let me see what's happening on Twitter. Oh, new tweets. I wish. Oh, yeah, they're still talking about the mass shootings in both El Paso and Dayton. Oh, still talking about that. Let's see, what else are they? Oh, more religious school. Oh dear. Oh, even Twitter is boring tonight. Really not much happening on the Twitter machine. Dayton is in your state. You live in Ohio? Okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry to have heard what happened. What gets me, I mean, I've noticed that in the United States, mass shootings happen way more often than anywhere else in the world. And now 2 in a space of 48 hours is a bit much. In fact, it's too many. It's too many. But like I said, I may do a video about it. I may do a video about it, not about the shootings themselves, but rather the public reactions about them, because there's, like I said earlier, if you were there or not, what I said earlier, what is disturbing to me is that the mentally ill are being vilified now as a whole. Because, I mean, rather than address the elephant in the room, which is, hey, you need stronger gun control laws. Okay? They're, the right, those who are against gun control come in and they blame mental illness and lack of services for mental health. Like I said, even the Rewired Soul played into that. I swear to God, he's now trying to become the next Boogie 2988 fence sitter. But if anything, it's vilifying the mentally ill, in my opinion, because it implies that everybody who is mentally ill, especially those with no access to treatment or are not in treatment for whatever reason, are violent. We all must be in treatment. We all must be medicated, or we're going to get really, really violent. And that's further perpetuates the stigma of mental health. And that I find dangerous. And really, there is an easy solution to this. But I think I'm going to do an upload, try and upload it tomorrow, I think. I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Because I think somebody has to. I know it's a tough topic for many who are in the mental health community to tackle, but the alarm bell that keeps sounding in my ears is that we're being vilified. It was like the Sandy Hook shooting, because the guy who perpetuated the shootings happened to have been on the autism spectrum. I believe he had Asperger's. And yet it was all blowing up on the Twitter machine that we got to, these autistic people, that they're wired differently, they're violent. No. If anything, and I will use the term neurodiversity here, okay, to include the mentally ill, those on the autism spectrum, those who may be afflicted with ADHD or anything like that. Yeah, we're being viewed as violent. Oh, I ran out again. Oh, okay. Yes, exactly. It is white supremacists. I knew that was the case in El Paso. Is it the case in Dayton as well? Is it also white supremacists in Dayton? I do know it's what was white supremacists in El Paso. Anyways, anybody let me know? And that's another thing that's a pet peeve, okay? And that is another thing that is a further pet peeve, because it's also not the first time that I've heard those trying to act as the apologists for racists or white supremacists. Oh, they have a mental illness. No. Once again, that perpetuates the stigma of mental health. I haven't tracked the statistics in Canada or the United States, but I believe I'm on pretty solid ground when I say most of us who are, I'll say neurodiverse once again, most of us are not racists at all. In fact, we know what it's like to be marginalized ourselves, that we wouldn't be, we wouldn't be excluding groups of people simply for who they are or what they are. So no, I would think I'm on solid ground when I say most of us are not white supremacists. Most of us are not racist. Oh, gee. Apparently, that R word I just said. Apparently, YouTube doesn't like that word either. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's how stupid it's become around here. That's how it's become completely, completely silly. Oh, boy. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, exactly. It's an evil white guy with a gun. Exactly. Thank you, Ray. Let's tell it like it is. Evil white dude, white supremacist dude with a gun. Now, what's he doing with a gun in the first place? What's he doing? Anyways, yeah, yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah, you notice, and here in Canada too, it's been the same thing, because there was an issue in Nova Scotia involving a couple of neo-Nazis, and yet our government absolutely refused to use the word terrorism. Yet, it's classic definition of the word terrorism. Terrorism is another word I find that's been bastardized beyond recognition. Yeah, I believe it's beyond recognition. And it's come to the point where it's lost all meaning. But it is textbook terrorism. And now it appears officials are afraid to call it terrorism because it was committed by white people. Go figure. But yeah, definitely make no mistake, white terrorism is a thing. Make no mistake about it. What else is there? Hang on. Oh, somebody just liked the animal picture I put up on Facebook. Okay. But it's time to it's time to call it for what it is. The fact of the matter is that here in Canada, we do have stronger gun control laws, although the Conservative candidate for next Prime Minister at our election come October, he would like to strip all our gun control laws. We don't want that. But other countries that have stronger gun control laws than in the United States don't have the gun violence that the United States has. You know? So that's definitely something to think about. I remember, what was it? Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about this topic. I'll do a more detailed, more organized, better organized video about it. That will be pre-recorded and uploaded. And yeah, it's not going to gain me any friends. I don't think it's going to gain me too many friends. But, you know, I always said sometimes you can't always do what's popular. And doing what you feel is right is not always popular. But you still got to do it. So I think that falls under that heading. Oh, personally, I can't wait for summer to be done and over with. Honestly, really cannot wait. Bunnies! Yeah, I don't have a Snapchat. Put bunny ears on my head? Yeah. I don't have a Snapchat. Yes, they are. They're cute. They're cuddly. Absolutely. I wish I had a cat. Oh, I wish I had a cat. But my landlord doesn't allow for pets. That's another thing. That's a pet, more than a pet peeve of mine. Here in this province, okay, I don't know why, and it's been like this ever since, for as long as I can remember, but it seems that pretty much every landlord ends a lease on June 30th, okay? They always like to end the lease on June 30th. So Canada Day on July 1st is known around these parts here in La Belle Province as moving day. And a terrible thing that happens is a lot of pets are being abandoned because of it. Because people are moving into buildings where landlords don't accept pets. So, okay, I can get that to an extent. Nowadays in Montreal, it is now a landlord's market. It is definitely not a tenant's market. And there is a shortage of rentals. I happen to be lucky that I've been here for a decade now, and I'm under rent control. Yeah, I wish I had one too. Little kitty cat. Not a puppy. Not because I don't like puppies, but because they're too high maintenance for me. And my capabilities. They're way too high maintenance for me. So yeah, I mean, so anyways, back to what I was saying. So I get it. If you have to move for whatever reason, okay, beggars can't be choosers. But the least you could do when you know that you're moving, because you got to tell the landlord by law at least 3 months in advance, that you're not going to renew your lease and you're planning to move. So these people would have this knowledge that they're moving, and you would have thought they would plan better. If they're moving into a home that's not going to take pets, they should at least take the trouble to find a new forever home for that pet. Your building accepts cats, but you're allergic. Ah, yes. So was my ex-partner. He was definitely allergic to cats. He's also asthmatic. I mean, heck, when he lived here, I had to smoke outside because his asthma couldn't handle it. And he has a lot of allergies. You've probably seen him in this chat before, Sheldon. This is the guy who helps me sometimes with my audio on my uploads to YouTube. You know. But yeah, I wish. Yeah, so that's the thing that makes me sad, disheartens me. It's one of the things that disheartens me about summer in Montreal is the number of abandoned pets. And pets for many have proven to be quite therapeutic. And nowadays it's illegal standing legally here. I don't know. I can't speak for other jurisdictions, but legally here, you could have a service dog. If you suffer from anxiety, you have a diagnosis of any kind of anxiety at all, be it socialized anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, you could have a dog, a service dog, to help you with that legally. That can go everywhere seeing eye dogs go, or the dogs for the deaf, or, it's now illegally you can have a service dog for anxiety disorders. I think that's a good thing, honestly, because pet therapy has been proven to be effective with a lot of people with depression and anxiety. Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, I can't speak for other jurisdictions. I don't know what they do regarding that, but I would like to see that happen in more places, having a service dog for somebody who's suffering, not just anxiety, but depression as well, like MDD or whatever. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen. Especially most of us, we tend to be a lonely lot because society basically forgets about us. And now with the mantra of happy, happy, joy, joy being pushed all the time, we tend to be forgotten, and loneliness is an issue. So I think a pet would help. I mean, it's not the same as human companionship, but sometimes pets are more desirable than people, right? You qualify for one because of your fibromyalgia. Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, I know you're allergic, and I'm sorry to hear, but it's good to know that others in your situation also have that option to have a service dog to help, to give them, to help them, to provide companionship, provide much needed, to provide some love and all of that. I think that's great. I really do. I think that's great. And yeah, I really do. I think it's great. Let me check something out. Ooh. And I think actually we should look more into that. And people talk about governments' mental health budgets being cut, mental health care budgets being cut. A program, for legalizing service pets, and for those it's appropriate for many reasons. I think that would be cost effective, in all honesty. I really think that would be cost effective. You're not allergic to dogs, but your mom is. Do you live with your mom? Do you live with your mom? I don't know. Sorry to hear. Yeah, but I would prefer a cat, though, over a dog. I prefer a cat. Simply because I don't think I mean, especially with periods where I lack focus, dogs are pretty high maintenance. Okay, I understand. Okay. Yeah, dogs are very high maintenance, and I lack the focus or the wherewithal to care for one. And cats are like far lower maintenance. They are just far, far lower maintenance. She takes care of you on your bad days. Oh, that's great, Draith. I'm glad you have somebody to take care of you, especially when times are rough. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. I'm glad you do, though. Glad you do. What else? But we all, at the end of the day, we all need somebody to look after us. We need, we all need somebody to look after us. We all need companionship. And we all need to, I think we need to be better to each other. We need to be better at helping her. We have a very good relationship. It's always been me and her. Okay. That's good. I'm glad you have a great relationship. I am not that lucky, unfortunately. But I'm glad you have a great relationship with your mom. We should all be so lucky. Hang on. Okay. And okay, so yeah, I'm glad you do. But so, oh, what else is there to tell? What else is there? Let's see if I can get somebody in here. Well, I don't know if you're around, Sheldon, but come to my live stream. Yeah. Okay. I have too many social media pages for my own good, probably. Probably. I don't know if you've seen, Wraith, a lot of people weigh in no matter what niche they're in on YouTube. Favorite topic is YouTube or social media and mental health. What are the thoughts? That'll probably be another upload for another time. I think it's a double-edged sword. And I really think it's a double-edged sword. It has some positives, but it also has some negatives. There are times it could be downright evil, but there are times, in the Discord, for instance, in Driven's Discord, I have met more caring people I have never met who live across the border in a country I'm not allowed to travel in than I do in my immediate environment. That says something. That says something about Montreal, I think. But I find more caring people on that Discord server. You go. So everybody. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, definitely. But that's going to tell you something. So that's a positive about social media. That's definitely a positive. I think, for example, an example would be exactly that Discord server for many people who probably would would be problematic for them to find somebody to turn to otherwise in times of trouble. In times when they just need a sympathetic ear, to be lent. Okay. There we go. Hey, Wraith, what kind of video ideas do you have for me to do? You have any ideas? No? I just mentioned a few, threw out a few ideas. Hearts, it's great to see you. Oh no, I'm so sorry you're sick. Oh no, I'm so sorry you're sick. Oh wow, I hope you got some rest. Are you feeling better? We were just shooting the breeze here. Yeah, we were just shooting the breeze. So welcome, Hearts. I'm glad you stopped by. Not serious. It's just tired. Oh, I understand. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah. Hearts Love is a great support, another great supporter here at this channel. Another great supporter here at this channel. Yeah. Yeah, you know each other. That's okay, Ray. I was just throwing that out there. Yeah, Hearts, we dabbled a bit in the shootings on the weekend, but I said I'm probably gonna do a better organized video that I will upload on that topic tomorrow, providing I'm able to focus on a task at editing a video. You know, hate to interrupt. Oh no! You never interrupt, Hearts. I'm here for you, the viewers. I was just bringing you up to speed of what we were talking about. We talked about TV and how we talked about TV in general. We talked about mental health and social media. We dabbled into a lot of topics. We dabbled into how pets can be therapeutic to those who are neurodiverse, those with mental illness, for example. We talked about that. Dabbled into current events. I don't really discuss politics on this channel, but yeah, that's what we were doing. So yeah, they are great topics. It's just that I think some of them deserve something with more thought, especially one of which can be quite controversial and it'll probably not get me any new subscribers on my channel. But I think a few things need to be said because there are a few things that are being overlooked. Congratulations, Ray, being smoke-free. Hope my smoking on camera is not bothering you. Yeah, congratulations, seriously. That's quite an accomplishment. That is quite an accomplishment. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. Oh, they're ruined for you? I unfortunately like them too much. Yeah. Okay, it's not bothering you? Okay, good. I mean, I know this could probably also, if this channel ever gets monetized, that smoking on camera during a live can also probably get me demonetized. Oh, did I ever tell any of you the time? What was it? I forget what video it was I uploaded. Oh, crap. When was it? It's about 2 months ago or so. I had uploaded a video and forget what the topic was. I forget which video. But I had this troll. I had this concerned troll in my comment section. Meds made them disgusting. Yeah, that's right. I think I remember you saying you're taking medication to help you quit, right? To help you deal with withdrawal. Yeah. Anyways, this concerned troll comes on. And he or she tells me, I don't know who it was. Don't know if it was a he, don't know if it was a she. But, basically spam my comment section about how smoking is going to kill me. Yeah, I know that. And how I shouldn't smoke on camera and how I'm going to ruin the lives of impressionable children who may come watch my videos. It's like half my videos, I've put age restrictions on them anyway. Half of them I myself voluntarily slapped age restrictions on them because I don't believe half my content is suitable for minors. And I figured eventually down the road, if this channel ever grows, if it ever expands, that probably YouTube would likely slap the age restriction on for me. Thank you, Hearts. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So it's not. So anyways, yeah, so he kept spamming my comment section with all this, and explained to her that, my videos, for the most part, are age restricted. And so I'm not particularly worried about young kids. And secondly, if teenagers are going to take up smoking, I figure if teenagers are going to take up smoking. Oh, thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Here's how I figure this goes, right? Hang on. It got dark. I need the other lamp on. I'm going to turn the other lamp on. Yeah. I've also made it clear that, while I dabble in a lot of topics, and this is more or less a variety channel, it's more or less a variety channel. I know variety channels are supposed to be dead, right? Yeah, I know. But anyways, I've explained to her that this was not a quit smoking. This was not a how to quit smoking channel. If you want a how to quit smoking channel, I'm sure there are tons out there on YouTube, for quit smoking tips. But this isn't a quit smoking channel. And most of my regular viewers know that I smoke anyway, and don't seem to have an issue with it. But I swear, concerned trolls can be quite draining. I remember on STFC Kitchen Mishaps, and that, believe it or not, when even talking about restaurants and food and cooking, or doing taste tests, that too can bring its own set of trolls. Anti-vegan trolls, pro-meat trolls. Oh yeah, that brings them along. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hearts, I was also talking about doing a video, a quick video, something like 5 reasons why online dating sites are bad for our mental health. Because I think that too is pertinent, especially what I'm seeing. It's encouraging a certain behavior that I'm not liking. Very vapid, shallow behavior. So I'm thinking about doing such a video. But yeah, tomorrow for Monday, I've decided, you both helped me decide, thank you. I will do an upload talking about yeah, it is, isn't it? I think so too. And I did extensive research on that the past 3 years or so on dating sites, ever since I became single. I've done quite extensive research, took surveys. And I was talking about a Facebook group I joined, which honestly is not much different. It's just as vapid. And I'm probably going to get kicked out because they think I'm a troll. That's okay. I don't believe I'm a troll, but but anyways, as I was saying about the gun, yeah. But I'm going to upload a video tomorrow about about the many different theories about the mass shootings over the past weekend, and all except addressing the elephant in the room. See, I will only throw meat in your face if you shove veganism down my throat. I'm not going to shove veganism down your throat, Ray. I know there are a lot who do, but I don't, because A, I don't believe it's a good way to win people to your cause. I really don't. It's not really a political topic, at least not for me. It's really not a political topic, at least not for me. And so, no, I would never ram it down your throat. Never, ever, ever. Okay. All right. Let's see. Checking out something here. I was checking out Twitter earlier, but it's pretty, even over there, it's pretty quiet over there tonight. Twitter is pretty quiet tonight. Yeah, I'll do that later this week then. Yeah, okay, I'll do that later this week. Why not? I think it's an important topic, especially where it pertains to mental health. Yeah, why not? A lot of things that continue to perpetuate the stigma of mental health. A lot of things. Yeah, why not? And, what else am I going to upload? Oh, other news. I've started to prepare my Patreon page. Decided I'm going to Patreon. I'm going to have a Patreon account because to address, to put up more content that I feel would be less censoring. You'll join, Hertz. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's fabulous. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the perks right now that I would offer. Oh, thank you. I'm just trying to figure out what perks I would offer right now. But I promise to keep it on the cheap. I really promise to keep it on the cheap for right now anyway. If this channel ever grows and I tend to get more interest, more bites for Patreon, then I might start adding tiers where there would be more perks that are a little more expensive. But right now, I'm going to really keep it simple and on the cheap. I'm going to keep it to stuff that I can accomplish, like I can actually commit to. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. For mass shooting, they threw in video games argument, which is complete BS when you look at Japanese. Yeah, thank you. Wraith, exactly. Exactly. I realize that video game addiction is now classified as a mental illness by the World Health Organization, and I think that was last year, a couple of years ago, maybe. But yeah, no, we can't. And I agree, a lot of the video games out there are violent, and probably impressionable children should not be playing them. But we can't blame them to either for the mass shootings. Like I said, they will find any convenient straw man except for addressing the elephant in the room. Yeah, they consider it, no, not rather than an addiction. I think they classify it as both. That's okay, Race. That's okay. I'm only putting that out there. I put it out there, video ideas, because I'm here for I'm here not only for myself, but I'm here. I need. I'm here for the viewers too. So I'm always open to what you might want to talk about. You know what I mean? It's harder than it looks. Yeah, it is. It is a lot harder than it looks. It is. But yeah. Oh, hell yeah. There are days I come up, I draw a complete blank in my mind for video ideas. Oh, there are times I come up with blank for video. I draw blanks for video ideas. Definitely. That's another reason why I ask you, the viewers, maybe there's something you'd like me to talk about. I have a wide range of knowledge on many subjects because I read up a lot. I try to keep my mind sharp, or as sharp as it possibly can be. Try to keep it sharp, or as sharp as it can be. Yeah. So, I do this for all of you. I will definitely let you know when my Patreon is up and running, Hearts. I really appreciate the offer, But I'm going to keep it simple and cheap for viewers at first. And apparently later on, like I said, if I can, later when this channel grows and I can spend more money reinvesting in my channel, I could offer higher level tiers. Oh, thank you, Hearts. Much appreciated. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. So, no, that's great. No, it's because I spend, ever since I'm retired, that's pretty much all I do. Either I putz around social media, I do escape and I watch YouTube. Yes, I watch a lot. Yes, I watch a lot of drama channels. I do watch a lot of drama channels, and probably more than my own good would permit for that. Okay, welcome back, Rafe. Yes, ain't technology grand, but only when it works. I remember that's what my old producer told me when I was DJing for 2 radio shows for a live stream radio site. He used to always say that all the time. Love technology. Technology's great, but only when it works. And yeah, that's true. It's one of the very few things I actually agreed with him on. Too bad I didn't agree with much more than that. That's why I'm no longer DJing with him. Too many creative differences. But yeah, I do miss DJing. I really do. I just can't work with that particular producer again. You would? Yeah, okay. It wasn't AM. It wasn't terrestrial radio. It wasn't AM, FM radio. It wasn't AM, FM radio. Yeah. But, yeah, I could talk about how the last show I ever did, Valentine's Day 2017, it was my auntie St. Valentine's Day show. I had my ex-partner on air with me, Sheldon, whom I believe you both met in the live chat a couple of times on my other live streams. Yeah, Sheldon. And there was another friend, Steve, who came on with us. And Sheldon had this weird alter ego that came on. And then there was a girlfriend here, Natasha. She's collabed with me on a few videos on both my channels. And it was a grand old time. It was fun. It was politically incorrect. And we were playing anti-love songs, songs not about love. And I know the producer was like terrified, before I went on air. He was like so terrified. It was a Sunday night oldie show so putting on. He says, could you please play those 50s tear jerkers? Play the Neil Sedaka, play the Connie Francis. And it's like, no. I don't want to play those. I want to play some rock and roll tunes of the late 60s. Give me some Yardbirds. Give me some Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? I even played Jay Giles' Love Stinks, even though it wasn't really keeping in tune with the format. Although, you know what? 1980 is now, nearly 40 years ago. So yeah, that can still qualify as an oldie. Nearly 40 years ago. Your uncle loves the 50s? Yeah, I like some 50s. Like, I like British skiffle, which is something very little heard of. And I actually played it on my old beach show. Played some British skiffle. Many famous bands from the British invasion of the 60s. That's how they started. The Bee Gees were a skiffle band when they were kids. Back in their native Australia. No, they're native to the UK, but they lived in Australia much of their childhood. Yeah, the Bee Gees started out with a band called the Rattlesnakes. A few from Deep Purple also were into skiffle. The Beatles, when they were the Quarrymen, they started out in skiffle. British skiffle. Oh, great. And Lonnie Donegan, he was considered the king of skiffle bands then. He had a cute little song. Called Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavor When You Stick It on the Bedboard or something like that. I used to play silly songs like that. But anyways, that anti-St. Valentine's Day show, there was, my friend Steve. There was my ex, Sheldon. There was my friend Natasha, who was in my living room. And we were all on Hangouts, with Sheldon and with Steve. And it was a grand old time. It was fun. But producer didn't like it too much. Didn't like it too much. He thought I was getting a little too jammed up a tea. I ended up quitting. He has asked me back on several occasions. The last time he tried to ask me back was a few months ago. I did continue for a little while as long as the technology allowed for this rickety old Mac computer. But the broadcasting software has been discontinued. So even if I wanted to for them, I can't. Because their servers and what they use is outdated, hopelessly obsolete. So I couldn't use it even if I wanted to. But for a while, until the technology became problematic, I would replace for Sheldon every so often. But I stopped having my shows that anti-St. Valentine's Day. So anyways, the producer had been begging me to come back. It's like, oh, yeah. Why do I think I'd have the same issues as before? No. And besides, nowadays, I can't really focus on that. I mean, having a YouTube channel, even if I'm only focusing on this particular channel right now, yeah, it does. It does. It does, absolutely. So even on this channel, okay, like working on this channel, it is taking up a lot of my time. I'm basically a one-woman show. I'm a tiny channel. I'm broke. I can't afford to hire editing help all the time. Once in a while, I can afford to pay somebody to edit something complicated, although I haven't found anyone yet. But I would, but I'm basically a one-woman show. I write the scripts, I produce, I edit, I upload. I do it all, and sometimes it can be very draining. I've done collabs, but I still had to do the nitty-gritty on my own. Yes, welcome third person in the chat, and they're gone. And they're gone. Or are they still here? Oh, we'll see if they come back. Hopefully they'll come back. So it was, yeah, so I don't know. If I were to DJ, yeah, it was a split second. It was. Even if I were to DJ again, I cannot ever go back to that producer. Because, yeah. They're quick. Am I boring? Sometimes I wonder if I'm boring. Maybe it's the glasses. Yeah, I was telling others, I was just saying it at the top of the chat, the reason I'm wearing these secretary glasses is because my regular glasses, some have called them the X-Men or the Tim Burton glasses, they're broken. So I don't really have a choice. If I want to see the screen, thank you, Ray. If I want to see the screen, I've got to wear these. Yeah, I know. I don't live in glasses, but I do need them to see the screen. If I am shooting a video, or if I'm reading or I need something or if I have to read small print on a label, I absolutely need them. I'm farsighted. So when I go out, if I'm going out and I'm walking on the street, I don't need them. I don't need them for that, because I see far away pretty fine. But it's just like when it comes to, looking at the screen, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So it's either the secretary glasses or you watch me, I don't know, sticking my face in the screen like this. You got tired of sticking contacts in your eyes? I can't do contacts. No, I can't do contacts for a variety of reasons. Number one, I lack the fine motor skills to even manipulate them. Okay? Yeah. Sorry, I just saw a flash from CNN. I just saw a CNN tab fly in my face with the latest news story. I'm not going to talk about that, though. Yeah, I mean, with my fine motor skills, I cannot maneuver contacts or put them in properly or take them out properly. I'd probably end up poking out an eye. And the other thing is, already I wear a denture, and I don't do well with foreign objects in me or on me. I don't really do well with that. So I can just imagine, contacts, I'd be tearing up all the time. I'd be feeling like my eyes are either itchy or burning or both. And I'd probably lose them too. So I can't really do that. I really can't do that. Wear contacts. Somebody's talking. What's happening on Facebook? Yeah. Your body didn't like them. Yeah, I think a lot of us are like that, we just reject, certain foreign objects. I think a lot of us are like that. Yeah. Should probably come up with a better title for my for my live streams. Come up with a few specific topics on my own. And then I would have more, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I can't handle a foreign object. No, can't do it. Yep. Yes. Oh dear, what's going on? What's going on? I'm checking other social media pages to see if anything else has happened worth talking about. That is within the niche of this variety of channel. Yay. You're going to have to go back and watch about the animals. I love my cat. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yes, yeah, by all means, I'll leave up the stream. You know what? I'll leave up the stream. I think next time I will come better prepared, though. Nick Snyder is getting his divorce. Is getting a divorce. I didn't know that. Oh. Oh. He wants to be single. Okay. Well, he's young. He's young enough. I get, teach their own, I suppose. He's married to a cheater. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. No. Well, maybe he's doing what's best for himself then. Who did not want to be in an open relationship. Okay, yeah. That can be tricky. I fear a lot of people nowadays are opting for open relationships. For some, I guess it works. I don't think it could work for me. I really don't think it would work well for me, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, apparently it's working well for a lot of people. But Nick Snyder is happier. Okay, well, good. If he's happier, more power to him. You are not what? You are not what? But yeah, no, if he's happier, more power to him. I hope he's doing okay. I mean, I never really followed his channel, but I mean, I know he's a drama channel and such. I've caught a few videos of his. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, so he really doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. So I don't really have much to say about him. I don't really have any strong opinions about him. But yeah, to have to go through something like a divorce, that is tough, and it can be a traumatic experience, And I certainly, you haven't watched him long doing open a relationship. No, neither can I. Neither can I. I don't wish him any ill. I don't wish anybody any ill, really, I mean, you have to be pretty freaking evil for me to wish ill. No. So, no. So it is, yeah. So no, I mean, I really don't. But if he's happier now, more power to him. Yeah, exactly. Agreed, hearts. Agreed. Gosh, sounds like everybody wants me to do a dating site video. I'll do that later this week. I know there are other parts to the video about my childhood, which I will upload at a later time. Unfortunately, the first one didn't get that many views. I'm really disappointed about that. It didn't get many views at all. And I don't know why, because I thought my production quality was fairly high on that voiceover. But I'll still upload the rest of them, or maybe I'll put them up on, I don't know, I'll put them up on Patreon, or some on Patreon, some, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But this week, yeah, I'm going to deal with, yeah, but I already mentioned what I'm going to do this week. Yeah, thanks. I thought so too, Hearts. Yeah, I thought so too. Because that was hard. I mean, Sheldon even edited the audio for me. He handled the audio for me. This is a guy who's been a radio professional. Like, he worked for AM radio as a producer for 30 years. So he knows his shit. Oops. I swore again. The YouTube gods will get me. Huh. Yeah, that is. I would like to see more views on that one before I upload others in the series. Because right now I'm still trying to get that channel, again, trying to get my channel up to threshold. Get up to 1,000 subs, get up to 4,000 hours of watch time, I believe it is, for monetization. But, and like I said, the video I'm going to upload tomorrow is probably not going to get me too many friends. Because I think some of them are not going to like what I'm going to say. But I'll still leave the comments section open. It's probably going to get more dislikes than likes. I wonder if it'll be a similar ratio to that of an Amberlynn Reid video. Ooh. And that's insane. But still, like I said at the top of this video, sometimes it's not always doing what's popular. Sometimes it's about doing the right thing, doing what's right for yourself. So we go. Yeah, I'm glad they got an award. Excuse me. I'm glad they got an award. Yeah. But they don't, huh? They don't. Good God. It's like, what do they want? Let's see, they're cracking down on drama channels. They're cracking down on certain words, and I think way beyond swearing. Hetty Page came up with a glossary. It's like, what can you talk about without getting yourself in trouble from the YouTube gods? Yeah, and you would think an award-winning video, fathering autism, you would think that would be pretty ad-friendly. I don't know. I would think it would be pretty ad-friendly. Oh. Yeah, well, they're going to have to be, I think, because if there's, look at it this way, and it goes back to what I was talking about, the Janelle Eliana phenomenon. I believe she's an industry plant. And I could do a video about that on the Cranky Gen Xer channel, because it doesn't really fit the niche I'm in on this channel, but I could do a video on that. But that's the thing. I believe personally that she's an industry plant. And because here's the thing, for YouTube, they make money, Google, AdSense, that's how they make money. And in order to make that advertising revenue, they need viewers. And what do they need to get those viewers? They need people. They need creators to come up with content. Either live stream it or upload content. Yeah, exactly. They need they need people to make content. So they find her, let's say. Okay, Janelle Eliana and her van. They find her. And the rest, as you know, is history. But a lot of people may end up leaving the platform. And I think that's the only way YouTube is going to send. Because right now, YouTube is the hot browser. It's the hot platform. It's how most are expressing themselves these days. And it can be a very good platform for self-expression. It can be a very good platform. But if YouTube continues in this vein, I've been seeing a lot of companies creating their own review videos. It makes it hard to tell what's the truth. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely true. I mean, take the company Vitamix, okay? They make a high-end blender. I actually own. When I had a tax refund last fall, I splurged and I bought myself a Vitamix. I tell you, it's worth every penny. But it's a very expensive blender. It's a high-end blender. And you know how many videos they have up? The company Vitamix on YouTube doing product demos. They are great. They are. And what else? KitchenAid, with their stand mixers. A lot of those. Or KitchenAid with their products, or Cuisinart with their products. A lot of those. Oh, you have a BlendTech now. You like it? Yeah, I didn't hear that many positive things about it. Some like it, others don't. I like my Vitamix. Yeah. But I'm glad you're liking your BlendTech. Yeah, I'm really glad you're enjoying your BlendTech. Ah, so, yes. So, oh, I gotta free some space in my Gmail account. Just got another advertiser that I'm going above limit. Always going above limit. But yeah, no, but yeah, there's a lot of product, what we were talking about. A lot of companies are reviewing their own products on YouTube, on Google. What would I make in my blender? A lot of smoothies, soups. You can make a hot soup in the blender without putting it in the stove. You put all your vegetables, you put your broth or your whatever liquid you're using, and you can make it, and you got soup ready in 10 minutes. Hot soup ready in 10 minutes. It's fabulous. You can make yourself a hot cocoa that way. You get like baker's chocolate or, any 70% cocoa with some oat milk or whatever plant-based milk. Because I'm vegan, I don't drink dairy milk. I don't drink cow's milk. But yeah, put that in. You make the hot chocolate that way. What else have I done? I've made frozen desserts, sort of like an ice cream. Yeah, I use the bars, like baker's chocolate or any chocolate that's above 70% that's vegan for me. And I'm telling you, it will liquefy the whole thing, with some plant-based milk. I could put cocoa powder in there as well if I want. Put cocoa powder in. I make some mean hot chocolate. Only I'm not really drinking too much hot chocolate these days because we're in the middle of a frickin', although it wasn't that bad the past few days, but usually Montreal summer, no. No. But yeah, I don't know if your BlendTech can do that, actually turn. Yeah, I like smoothies too. I have my own smoothie recipes. But yeah, the idea, you can make a hot soup in 10 minutes. A very good hot soup in 10 minutes. Stick the veggies in, the broth, or whatever liquid you want to use. Put your seasonings in. Let it, mine has a preset for the soup. It's about 7 minutes to be precise. It's about 7 minutes. And you got a hot bowl of soup waiting. You don't need to cook it. Yeah. Okay, so the BlendTech doesn't do the hot soups. Okay. Doesn't do the hot soups. Wow. Okay. Oh, what else? What else is happening? So, what have I got to do this week? I don't feel like doing much of anything this week. This is the problem. I'm having trouble finding motivation for anything. I'm having trouble finding focus for much of anything these days. Really, I am. Yeah, I really am having trouble finding my focus these days. So, how was my day today? It was okay, I guess. As far as days go these days, it was okay. Uneventful, but I kept it uneventful. I'm just too tired to do much of anything. And again, difficulty with focusing. I almost didn't do that. I was almost going to cancel this live stream, and then I decided not to. I thought, no, let's do it. See what happens. But I think I made one mistake because usually I come to the party prepared. I mean, I generally do let the viewers talk, let me know what they want to talk about, and I still do that. But as you know, I always have one or two topics ready to gloss over. And I didn't really have that today for this live stream. Was it by accident? No, it was kind of deliberate. And I wanted to see what would happen. But I think I'm going to come back with some pre-prepared topics, to gloss over. But I will still let the viewer decide what they want to talk about, do a Q&A or whatever, But yeah, so today was kind of, it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible either. I don't like hearing about the tragedies that happen south of the border, south of us here. I didn't like hearing that. No. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, no, I'm going to come back. No, this Thursday I will be better prepared. I mean, last Thursday I had a solidly prepared topic, and that was to discuss my story about addiction and recovery, about my own addiction and recovery. And, but yeah, I think I'm going to better prepare the topics. And if I really don't have anything off the top of my head, or whatever, I just don't feel like it, I'll cancel it. But I would like to try to hold myself accountable to Thursday and Sunday evenings and actually commit to something, which I've been having a lot of trouble doing lately, is committing to anything. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So, make backup ideas. Yeah, I could. Could do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to tell you, and if Rafe is still here. Yeah, it says right now I don't. Pretty much right now I don't. But, yeah, we could go. I should retitle this chat, Sunday Hat Chat, Winging It. Winging it. Flying by the seat of her pants. Yeah. But I think hi, Ray. Great. I think, you're both here and you can probably spread the word amongst your own networks. I think, from here on out, I will continue. Yeah, exactly. I will continue asking probably before, maybe 24 hours before a live start on social media, through my social media pages. What would you like to hear me talk about? What would you like discussed on a live stream? I think I'm going to do that 24 hours in advance of a live. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Are there a lot of live streams happening on YouTube tonight? Either of you know? Either of you know if there are a lot of live streams happening tonight on YouTube? Am I competing with anyone? Yeah, no. I don't know. Yes, as you have a good number of viewers on these. I just watched Nicole on Real Talk. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask 24 hours in advance on all my social media networks. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, gosh. I think I'm going to cut this short, really short. Unless there's something else you have questions, or you want to talk about something else, I can stay on with you. But right now, I don't really have much to say else right now at this moment. But I am free to stay if you have questions, or if there's something you want me to talk about now, I can. Real Talk just came on, so I need to go mod for her. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna kill this live stream right now then. Okay, thanks, Hart, so much. And I will let you know about the Patreon details. Thank you so much for for encouraging me on that. And Wraith, as you, all of you, you're awesome. Thank you, Wraith and Hearts, for sticking with me on all these live streams. I appreciate it muchly. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, exactly. See you soon. I'll probably head over to Nicole's myself as soon as I kill this stream. Wraith, I want to thank you for being a loyal viewer. And anytime you have a topic you want me to talk about, just leave it for me in Discord, in the Discord server. You know how to find me in the Discord server, in Driven's Discord server. And I'd be happy to address it. All right. So I'm going to kill this live stream right now. And I want to thank you all for those who stopped by, because you all rock. You all rock and you're all awesome to me. So take care of yourselves and each other. And I will catch you all in the next one. Like I said, I will probably have a video uploaded tomorrow. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. So I'll probably have a video uploaded tomorrow about what happened on the weekend, and not what happened per se, but what is being said about it, because I find it disturbing. So yeah, will do. So good night for now, everybody. Bye.